everyone, and welcome back to another episode of How to Be a Bit. You know the steps, support Dr. Bit, subscribe, hit the like button below, and ring the bell so you get notified for the future videos. Today's topic is what else? Stingy man, that plague. Bitches never date stingy men, but even if they do, they transform them into spenders. And I'm gonna tell you how a little later. First, let's start with the characteristics that are very common when it comes to a stingy man, and they can reveal a lot about how they see the world and about their personality. Deep down, the stingy man wants to be a woman, is a feminine man. And I'm gonna put the video about how to stay away from feminine men at the end of this video so that you can check it out. If you're dating a man that is stingy or he is feminine, get him a lip gloss and your life will be so easy. Stingy men don't want to run the extra mile. They don't want to offer something to women. They want women to work for them. They want women to do things for them. They think they are the prize. They try to keep everything, the money, the things, when their true nature as man is to give, to protect their woman, and to create a safer place for her. These men want to take advantage of women, of situations. They will do anything to protect themselves because deep down they feel like a woman. It doesn't matter if these men are rich or poor. You can find stingy men everywhere. You can find men that are very, very rich and still their mentality is so stingy up to a point of thinking about buying dinner for their girl. They're so afraid all the time that women will take advantage of them, will take advantage of their money. You can easily see if a man is stingy or not if he keeps talking about how much his ex-girlfriend has been spending his money, that there are women out there that are gold diggers and that they want to take advantage of men with money. If you see men talking about these issues again and again, it means they're stingy. Real men understand that their role is to be providers. Women give birth. Don't get me started with this modern toxic feminism that has put women out there working from 9 to 5 and then going back home and have an extra work with children, with cooking, and with all the chores. Since women are fragile, not as masculine as men are built in a way to be providers, to go out and struggle for their families. Women don't have this kind of strength. So a man's role is to create a safer environment for his girlfriend, for his wife. So when you meet a stingy man, you're like, what is going on here? Am I dating a man or a woman? The latter, of course. Again, real men are providers. All the other men are like little boys that want to fool around and waste your time. And your time is precious. And know that. We know that our time is the most important thing, so we have to spend it very wisely. A stingy man takes you out for dinner and he wants to split the bill. And you know what the good girl says? I know that he loves me, but he doesn't have a lot of money to cover for all my needs and to cover for a night out. Let me tell you something, which is very, very important. It doesn't matter how much money a man has. If he has a provider mindset, you will get to see it. You will get to see this college guy that is dating the woman of his dreams. And although he doesn't have any money, he will take her out for a walk by the river and he will get her favorite coffee and a snack and he will provide for all these things. And although he doesn't have any money, he will do anything possible with the money that he has for her to get princess treatment. He will take her out once a week to this very, very cheap restaurant. It does not matter, but he will cover everything. Women should not pay on dates. So if your man takes you out and he covers for everything, of course you can reciprocate. You can make dinner once a month at home. You can give him a nice massage. You can reciprocate with a feminine way. And I can't stop thinking about how many good girls are out there that have this misconception that they have to give money to men, that they have to get them expensive gifts, that they have to offer too. Yeah, because he got me that, so I need to reciprocate. I need to do something. You need to do something that has nothing to do with money. Money is a masculine thing when it comes to a relationship. Money is the thing that makes men more competitive and it's a sign of power according to men. So if you come off as the powerful one, you make him feel inferior without even realizing it. He may never say that to you. He may never even think and realize it. But it's the truth. Men are there to create a better place for a woman because the woman gives birth, because the woman is not as muscular as him. So if your man doesn't like to pay on dates and wants to split the bill, I can't see why you're not going out with your girlfriends instead, because you do the same thing with your girlfriends, right? So why do you need a man? You can go out with your girlfriends, have a great time, have a drink, have a nice dinner, and then split the bill, and it makes sense. Are you going to do the same with your man? Then why do you even have a man? This is my main question in every single video. What does he have to offer to you? What is he given you? Is he giving you a better life? How does he make your life a better place, a safer place? Can you count on this person? So let's say that you're dating this guy and he takes you out for dinner and he goes like, let's split the bill. Before going there, let me tell you that when the bill comes, You don't touch your bag. You just stay there smiling, and that's it. So if he goes like, can we split the bill? You go like, oh, what? Sorry? What do you mean? That has never happened to me before. I mean, with all the guys that I've been dating, they were all covering the bill. I'm sorry, I just used to date more masculine man. I mean, masculinity for me is very important, so I feel a little uncomfortable here. So two things will happen. It's either he will say, I'm so sorry about that. I'm gonna cover it, don't worry. Because he will see how much frustrated you are. And the other thing is that he will go like, well, I'm not a traditional type of man. I believe that we should split bills and everything. So in that case, you go like, oh, for sure, you're right. Just give me a second, let me make a call and I'll be right back. Take your bag and leave. If he is so rude, up to a point of seeing your frustration and doesn't even care about how you feel, then you should take your stuff and leave. Because this is a huge, huge red flag. Stay away from stingy men. It's a plague. If you have been dating a man that is very stingy and wants to split everything, and now you're watching this video and you want to change it up and you don't know how to do it, it is very simple. You should start talking about this boyfriend that your best friend has. Start talking about this boyfriend. How much of a provider he is. Oh, he's a real man. He's not very rich, but he tries to do anything that he can to make her happy. And yes, they live in a small apartment, but still he covers for everything and he buys her flowers and he treats her like a queen. You can see many rich guys that will offer you nothing. And you can see these guys that are not very rich, but they will do anything for you. They will work 2 jobs in order to provide for their wife and their kids. They will do anything. This is the quality man that you need to search for. And if he is rich, even better. But being rich doesn't mean that he will also be a provider. So let me tell you something that happened to one of my clients. On the first date, he paid for everything. Second date, he paid for everything. Again, they went out for drinks, so it was not a big deal. And then he said, this Saturday, I want to take you out to a very nice restaurant. So they went there, they had a great time, the bill comes, and he's like, yeah, you know what? That's a lot. I can't cover for everything. I'm sorry. We need to split. So my client gives half of the amount and he covers for the other half. She was so pissed. They left. She didn't say anything, but she decided not to talk to this guy again. She was like, I'm not calling him again. I'm not texting him again. And I was 100% with her. The only thing that I told her is that she shouldn't have paid for that date. She should have gone out to make a call and get out of there and never come back. It was her 3rd or 4th date. So this guy texted her the next day. She didn't respond. And then the day after, and he was texting her like every day. So she called him and she was like, you know what? I really didn't like this thing that you did. I'm not used to this kind of behavior. Of course, we have talked about it and I have given her the best advice and how to deal with the situation because she told me that she wanted to call the guy. So she started telling him how embarrassed she felt and how much she is used to dating guys that are very masculine. And then you could see that this guy was listening to her. He didn't say anything. And in the end, he said, I'm terribly sorry. Please give me a chance to make you happy. I really like you. It was my bad. Let me take you out for dinner tomorrow. I will cover for everything and we can talk about it tomorrow as well. What I'm trying to say here is that there are many guys out there that simply don't know how to treat a woman. And they used to date all these good girls that they're like, yeah, no worries. Let's split the bill. Let's do this. Let's do that. So they've never thought about changing anything. Still, they can be quality men because deep down, they want to cover for everything. They don't know how because they haven't met a bet to change your life. So I kept coaching this client of mine, and do you know what happened in the end? He was covering for all their dates. He started getting her clothes. He started doing a lot of things for her, covering everything for holidays, covering the rent. They were not living in a palace, but it doesn't matter. This guy turned himself from a feminine man, from a silly young boy into a provider. Why? Because deep down, he was quality. That's the first reason. The second reason is because he really liked her. What I'm trying to say is that when a man really, really likes you, he will do anything not to lose you. Like anything. This is how you can see and you can test if this guy is a quality man. I will never forget this case because this guy started as stingy and he ended up being a provider. Sometimes men need guidelines. That was all for today. I really hope you liked this video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button below, and leave your comment. Share it with your best friends. Join my tribe. And if you want a personal consultation with me, hit me up in the email in the description of the video. I will see you in the next one.